quits. Yeah, gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah, better move out the way cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. My heart on my sleeve, stress, shield my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no given. Some days I don't hit, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. Down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. Houston, we got a problem. I ain't perfect. Let them watch me elevating. Got them nauseous cause I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Nose diving in the option. Woo! Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Watch out, get ahead. Woo! Watch out, set it up. Bet you I shut it down. Watch out, get a win. I don't think they really wanna come against the winner. Got a finger run up in on a grenade. I ain't never been there when you think you compare. I'm a line, but the winner about the cage. I need all the wins. Yeah, ain't no L's. I gotta get a no call and quits. Yeah, gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Bubba Williams is in the building. Good morning, everybody. DJ Exclusive in the La Casa. Good morning, everybody. Make sure that y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's starting up next. Good morning.
Safety. My girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world. She want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going. I keep it factual.
Shout out to everybody in the chat room this morning where we checking in. Good morning, y'all. Blue Dust Dragon, Roller Dragon, Kevin Eller, Jonah. Good morning, Harry C. Tyler Hackman. Good morning, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in this morning. We just started on the tail.
My mama proud, she tearing up and it's going down. Got your girl aroused by these massive stacks like 100 pounds. Running big laps till the sun is down like 100 miles. Tinted frames on me leaning down, winning now. Been a while, you ain't like me then, but how you like me now? Real one, if I hold you down.
Lanny Lou, good morning to you.
Jet black when I paint the town, only blue sheets when they pay me now. Can set back like a step back. Wave, I got the game in a vice grip. Way up when the fire's clear. All the homies on the flight list. Verbally gifted, take the plot and I twist it. Got a big lit. Sex with the incense, got my mind rents, won't stop, I'm relentless. I'ma need safety. Tell the op can't snake me. Ray gun on safety.
Shout out to everybody on Twitch that's streaming. Good morning, y'all. Lily, good morning to you.
Blow smoke screen daily.
Big Rhymer Zeta, good morning, Cam.
I want a
Good
girl for
morning
the
to you.
mouthpiece, so bright that it light on my face. Your shawty just call me a fave, cause she like my character traits. I never stop for a break. I put a lock on the game. I put a stock in my name, but I give a f about the fame.
Nina,
I took a bite
good
of that life and
morning.
it tastes so exquisite. It feel like you do when you look in my pendant. Hopeless romantic, my girl, chin up for the kid. I'm not on no simps. Won't stop to the youngest he dreams. Wanna take him from rags to riches. I heard that you claim that you know me, but you ain't the homie. The f is your friendship. I need the loyalty, back up the royalty. I give
Lighting girl, good morning to you.
Ain't nobody holding me. Big wave at your shoreline, so they
Duder
notice me.
1969,
Babe boy
good
from the
morning.
cold seas. Nitro with a new pen, go at ISO, tell him don't reach. Ice cold with it, no fleece. I'ma need safety. Tell the op can't snake me. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty. Tell her it's your
Bryce,
world.
good morning,
She want
Bryce.
the two-tone spaceship.
Juanita, good morning. That's what I thought that was. Good morning to you.
Crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, going, crazy, wave, hey, look, going, yeah, I'm going, crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, crazy, wave.
All right, y'all, we're going to get this thing started. But before we do, a truckload of Vicks Vapor Rub overturned on the highway last night. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours. Just something to lift the spirits, man. Good morning, everybody. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down. Good morning, y'all. Let's get it started.
Hey, man, y'all, it's the summertime, right? Let's get it like it or not. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Yeah. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down.
Rebecca
The Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life is. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. She's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, dreaming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in strife.
I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams.
Good hope, dad jokes, culture, it's politics. What's here right now is the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I ended up with the plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. Tuesday to Thursday, you know how we do. Let's go. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down.
Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Hey man, let's start this damn show.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning.
Apologize. Good morning, and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it. How are you, Rebecca?
Doing all right this morning. Doing all right this morning. How you doing, Bubba?
Yeah. Child, another day, another mass shooting.
Another day. And that's so sad because you're not even exaggerating when you say another day, another mass shooting. Yeah. This morning, earlier this morning, 7 dead after an attack. Mass shooting in a Virginia Walmart. At least 7 people are dead after a gunman opened fire at a Walmart supermarket in Chesapeake, Virginia. Officials say a man believed to be the store manager opened fire, then turned the gun on himself and is now dead. The city of Chesapeake earlier tweeted to confirm an active shooter incident with fatalities. Multiple others were injured in the shooting. The attacker's motive remains unclear. Police told reporters that the attack happened at 10:12 p.m. Footage appeared online, which appeared to show an eyewitness wearing a Walmart uniform, describing what happened. He said he had left a staff room, which a manager then entered and opened fire, saying, "Sadly, we lost a few of our associates," the man said, clarifying that he did not know how many of his colleagues were shot at the time. Police spokesperson Leo Kinotsky said the shooting was believed to have happened inside the store and that the suspect acted alone. It looks like we do have a survivor account. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's take a look.
Left out the break room, manager come in there, started capping people up in there, started shooting, bro. Like, I'm whole though, y'all. Sadly though, we lost a few of our associates. I don't know how many. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna show it because I ain't like that. But I'm whole, y'all. The story is that. I mean, I came in, goddamn.
What's going on here?
Shooter, goddamn.
Real talk?
Yeah.
Bro, I was just about to come in and get some snacks.
Ain't getting them now.
What?
But pretty much, the manager came in here, started dumping, man. As soon as I left out the break room, he went in there, man. By the grace of God, yo. Man, I don't know. That shit wild.
He's visibly, like, you can tell he's like trying to process what happened. Even the guy said
he walked right when he walked out, the manager walked in.
And you can tell he's trying to really process what happened. And then the another person walked up and says, "I was just about to walk in there." Some people didn't make it out of there. And that is what is very sad to me. Right before Thanksgiving, people were going to the store to do their last minute shopping or their earlier shopping because they may be working on the morning of Thanksgiving, prepping, food early is what we do, and so especially for this holiday. And just to know that people went to the store, associates went to work, not
Just
knowing.
just clocked in
Just clocked
for their nighttime shift, for their
in. Yeah.
overnight shift.
Mhm. I read in a CNN article where one parent was accounting or was explaining that their son or their child worked there and was texting them, was shot and was texting them. Not sure if that person made it or not, but in the article, because there were quick developments, it said that the child texted the parents and said it was comforting to text the parents. And that makes me so sad. That is so sad. The bigger thing I want to point out is this is less than a week removed from Club Q and that massacre, that mass shooting in Colorado. And now we're here in Virginia with another mass shooting less than 5 days. Yesterday, I asked the question. 5 years ago, I asked this question when we had the mass shooting at the high schools, a few high schools at that in that time. Is now a good time to talk about gun control? How do we control gun violence? Is now a good time? Because we should not be waking up every morning. We shouldn't be getting up in the morning. We shouldn't be we haven't even gotten over what happened on Saturday and here on Wednesday, which actually happened on a Tuesday night. Is now a good time to talk about gun control? Can we talk about it now? Can we start making moves about it now? Can we stop acting like people are just walking around with guns for protection and they don't need to be evaluated? Can we stop acting like in America, if we don't have our guns, we're un-American? Can we stop acting like the laws in some of these states are too lenient, too easy to get a gun? Can we stop acting like people who show signs of a mental disability should have access to guns? Should we should we not act like we don't need to evaluate people getting guns? Should we not, what are we doing here in America? So many casualties because people want to talk about drag shows and not gun control. What are we doing? So many casualties because people want to say, put on a damn shirt that white lives matter and not talk about the real issues at hand. What are we doing? People are dying every damn day in America. Our leaders don't care. I guarantee you that they will not hone in on yesterday night's massacre at this Walmart right before the holidays. I guarantee you they're going to focus on it being the holidays and every other story to attack marginalized communities, the LGBTQIA plus community, the Black community, the Hispanic community, the indigenous community. They're going to focus on everything but the real issue at hand. Is now the right time to start talking about gun control?
Rebecca, real quick, I'm going to say something that KFZ just said in the chat, and it makes sense. When I saw how we responded when the kids were slaughtered, I knew it was a lost cause. Instead of addressing it, people flocked to conspiracy theories.
As always.
Same thing with this. And they're already, I'm hearing theories are already coming out with this, and it's just, it don't matter who, Democrat, Republican, gun control. Let's talk about it. It's time to have that conversation because we pussyfooting around the whole thing, and we ended up with mass casualties on a daily basis.
Yes. Daily basis in this country.
Daily basis. Let that sink in. A daily basis. Mass shooting being more than what? It's more than 4 persons killed at one time.
Yeah, now we had to take it because it's happening so much. They've had to move literally down to 4 people for a mass shooting. That could have been any one of us. Every time I hear about this stuff, that could have been
one of our family members.
Yes. You know, people, our family members are working. Our family members are working. So they're going to the stores as late or as early as they can to get what they need. You don't even know that who is going to be the shooter. The person who works at Walmart. Man, I just can't think about it, some people were getting prepared to see their family, get their homes ready, and to get news that potentially your loved one has died. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty tough. And my hearts are with everyone right now. I don't care what race, what color, how you identify, nothing. Everybody right now is just like the world, but more specifically, this nation, America, it's really, really tough right now. It's tough. And only to be around the holidays. Every holiday. What holiday did we had that just passed? And people were shooting there. It was supposed to be something was happening recently, and there was July 4th.
I was about to say the 4th of July
a massacre there. Like, when are we gonna handle this? Like, why? What is it that we're not getting that we need to start really getting down on gun violence? The focus, every single one of the people that we're voting for, the people that we are claiming to be our leaders, local level, state level, national level, what are they saying about this gun control, gun violence? How are they willing to tackle that? You know why I ask this? Because it's never an issue for you until it's at your front door. It really never is an issue for you until it is at your front door. Too many bodies. Too many bodies.
And real quick, I want to read something that just came through. A witness told Good Morning America that the alleged shooter was their manager. I looked up and my manager just opened the door and he just opened fire. He wasn't aiming at anybody specifically. He just literally started shooting throughout the entire break room, and I watched multiple people just drop down to the floor where they were trying to duck or cover or they were hit. Tyler said the alleged shooter aimed at her but missed. He didn't say a word. He didn't say anything at all. She said, I literally hadn't seen him before that point. He just came around the corner and started shooting.
Jesus.
The first person that was in his eyesight, he shot him down. And next thing you know, he just started rigging through the entire break room. But he did not say a word. I
hope people get some kind of answers. I know that this just and it's tough because we don't get to mourn it. No,
we don't.
Not with social media, not with anything. Honestly, we have not only, I know we talk about this too often, but not only have we become desensitized, we have actually created mechanisms for ourselves because of social media that when these shootings started, we used to think, okay, let's remove ourselves from looking at all of this and start to go on social media and channel like anything positive that we see. And that used to be um, how we coped, and we thought that was a good thing. Now we're not. I don't know if I'm comfortable with the fact that as soon as I seen that there was a shooting, I was hurt in that moment. And a few hours later, I got back on my phone and I just scrolled up and I was reading about something so dumb. So dumb. People just died in America. Another mass shooting. We're normalizing this way. Like we've normalized it. We shouldn't have never normalized it. The way that we're coping with it is not okay either. We're not even giving ourselves a moment to actually look at what's happening. I think it benefits people who push guns and saying that guns aren't the issue, and controlling guns isn't going to save anything. It helps them say, hey, people aren't even like worried about this stuff. Like we're worried about Thanksgiving and we're worried about Christmas. We don't want to speak about a massacre. We don't want to speak when it just happened. It literally just happened. We can scroll to the next post. Somebody is doing something so dumb, like a stupid skit or whatever. And I really, back in the day, thought that was a way to cope and just look at some positive things. But with the time in between the next shooting or the next massacre, we haven't even really sat down and really dealt with the fact that we're getting this news in real time. Some people are seeing the accounts or bodies or whatever on real time. Some people are live streaming these mass shootings. We are not okay. We're not okay. So that's why I say my love goes out to all of you guys during this holiday season. It's really tough. I get afraid when I go to the store. I tell you, I listen to music usually to help me get through the food shopping experience. And now, like, I'll keep one in and I'll keep it really, 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 really low so that I can hear. And I always like make sure like my hair is either out of my face or whatever when I go to the grocery store, because I need to be able to see exits, what's going on, who's too close to me, why is somebody walking too fast near me. If I hear a sound of something, like I immediately become really afraid. I told I was in DC, and the amount of crime that happens in that area is ridiculous. The DMV area, with guns. When I say crime, I mean gun violence. I was literally inside of a Burlington. I thought something fell in the Burlington. We all jumped and we just were like, oh, okay, whatever. By the time we walked out of the Burlington, somebody's saying somebody got popped right there in the middle of the street. And on the way there, we were just seeing police tape from a shooting that happened at a jewelry store on the way there. So in America, if we can't talk about guns being an issue right now when it is a major issue, casualties everywhere, the blood is on America's hands, because we will continue to lose people until we actually actually do something, put something in place, actually do something, and not just talk about it or not just say, we're going to move the age limit to, and we're going to think about, and we're going to propose. We actually have to do something to stop it. Other countries have done what America will call extreme by removing guns altogether, and the number of massacres are 0%, close to like nothing. And for us regular folks, I don't even like guns, but you think about this and you think, dang, I gotta go and protect myself now and go get a gun or go do whatever to protect myself and my family. It's a cycle that's not stopping, because America doesn't do anything to make sure that we're safe. And especially marginalized communities.
Nothing at all.
We're not okay. We are not okay. And as we continue to get news that develops with this story, we'll continue to cover it here. But speaking of the mass shooting, I wanted to quickly give you guys an update on the Colorado shooter. It's just really tough talking about all of this, y'all. It really, really is. It really, really is. But the suspect is Anderson Lee Aldridge. He's 22, now facing multiple murder and hate crime charges over the shooting at Club Q last weekend that killed 5 people. What's interesting here is that Aldridge, the 22-year-old shooter, he identifies, or they, excuse me, identify as non-binary. A whole hate crime from a non-binary person. And what makes it terrible, you know how I was just talking about the right and how their stance on everything is to be super negative instead of focusing on the real situation at hand. Yes. Tucker Carlson spoke about it. And I apologize, guys. I'm just trying to really get my mind leveled to tell these stories because people just died last night. And I'm kind of really trying to stay focused on that. And people died on Saturday, mass shootings. And I'm trying to kind of stay focused on that. But networks like Fox News and pundits that are on those channels who cover these stories want to they don't want to focus on the real problem at hand. They want to start talking about, they want to, I think, hit them where it hurts, and them being marginalized communities instead of focusing on gun control. You know what I'm saying? So Tucker Carlson, back at full throttle, anti-LGBTQIA messaging yesterday, one day after condemning the horrifying attack on a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs over the weekend that left, of course, 5 people dead. The Fox News host opened his segment by kicking off a list of his tropes characterizing gender-affirming care for trans youth as child abuse, and suggesting that teaching children about the existence of gay and trans people equated to sexual exploitation, all while arguing he had nothing at all against gay people. And that's what they usually do. So I want you to take a look at this woman that he had on his show and how she and him were focused on genders of the LGBTQIA plus community. Let's take a look.
Right. I mean, it shouldn't have to be said, but what is anti-LGBTQ that these people need to understand, and what is putting our community in great danger is, claiming that all of us support this and just associating all of us with this. Saying that groomer is an anti-LGBTQ slur, that is doing irreparable damage to us as a whole, and is putting a really large target on our backs. And unfortunately, the tragedy that happened in Colorado Springs the other night, it was expected and predictable. We all, within Gays Against Groomers, saw this coming from a mile away. Yeah. And sadly, I don't think it's going to stop until we end this evil agenda that is attacking children.
Who was her? Who is she?
Jamie Mitchell.
Gays Against Groomers. What the hell is that?
She has a organization, Gays Against Groomers, assuming that
what the hell is groomers?
Assuming that the LGBTQIA plus drag queens, trans folks, like the community that
grooms the kids to be.
So she is saying that they groom the kids, and I want you to play this clip again for me because I want you guys to focus what she says on at the end, which is very problematic though. Play this clip again for me, Josh. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it shouldn't have to be said, but what is anti-LGBTQ that these people need to understand, and what is putting our community in great danger, is, claiming that all of us support this and just associating all of us with this. Saying that groomer is an anti-LGBTQ slur, that is doing irreparable damage to us as a whole, and is putting a really large target on our backs. And unfortunately, the tragedy that happened in Colorado Springs the other night, it was expected and predictable. We all, within Gays Against Groomers, saw this coming from a mile away. Yeah. And sadly, I don't think it's going to stop until we end this evil agenda that is attacking children.
Take this bitch off the screen. I don't want to hit this shit. For the simple fact that, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it all the way 100 right now. I don't give a F about what no white person say about anything for me being gay or whatever, bro. You don't determine how gay I am, when I get to be gay, and when I do with my kids. If they determine if they want to be gay or not, it's not because I'm grooming them to be gay. It's because they want, this is their choice. I'm not grooming anything. And ain't no white heifer gonna lead me. I don't see no hateful content being spread. That's Fox News. I don't watch that shit. None of the gay people watch that shit. No way. F her and everything she stand for. Is in Tucker's face just want to punch him in his shit so bad. His face is just like when he's
like he's really listening, like it's something that is profound that is being said. That bothers me too. But it captivates the right. It captivates the extremists on the right who make something. Colorado shooting happened on Saturday. It's funny that she said that, right? They didn't focus on the fact that this person actually identifies with LGBTQIA plus community. They non-binary.
Really pissed me off, boy.
And here you go. How they identify. You're worried about how people identify. This person identifies as non-binary. There's an identification there that bothers you. Y'all just want somebody to be a her and a his. But this person says they are they. And y'all focused on saying that you saw this from a mile away, that this person who did not like the LGBTQ, allegedly didn't like the LGBTQIA plus community, went in there because this person wanted to stop the hate that is LGBTQIA? Is that what you're saying, lady? Because it's all wrong. They didn't focus on that. See, this is what you got, people sitting on your show, spewing out lies, empty things, but that people pick up who are already a part of naturally a part of a hate group, naturally a part of prejudice, naturally a part of racism. And they watch this, they digest it, and then they go out to go murder people.
You're absolutely right. And then it's Fox News has this thing where they bring anybody on their damn show. They don't vet anybody. They just like, oh, this person say they do this, and you bring them on that show, and it's just like you making a freaking mockery of yourself right now. It's like, to me, that whole show is a mockery. I don't understand how anybody, left, right, whatever, can sit there and watch the shit that man talks about.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be the dumbest, and I'm going to say it. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to sit up there and watch fucking Tucker Carlson. Really, y'all?
Tucker Carlson is the rights, and before Tucker Carlson, there were others, before that. Fox News has just gone with what sells, numbers. If you give it a very extreme conservative view, you will get numbers. You will get your own show. You will get your own platform. Tucker Carlson has now become the face of Fox News. This is no surprise because of what he stands for. He's been called out on hypocrisy many a time. However, he still gets to sit in that seat, make millions of dollars, put on people to give misinformation, disinform the people, and never is called out for it. Still has, even before Elon Musk took over Twitter, still had the opportunity to spread that misinformation on that platform as well. And this is where it becomes troublesome because people take his word as Bible, and he brings on these ditzos who have these hateful hate groups, such as, what is it? Gay for groomers, groomers for gay, gays against groomers. I don't know, whatever it's called. It's stupid. And the groomer term didn't come just for, she's making stuff up, because the groomer term is about like men who assault younger kids and groom them, so that it's, you know, it can be in the kid's mind where it's a mental thing and it's normal to them. This is what, so what are you talking about, you psychopath? Like, get out of here. I just don't like that they correlated that to the Colorado shooting, the Colorado mass shooting. How was that a reason for the Colorado mass shooting? How did you see that coming from a mile away? You literally just told the hate group that watches the show that there will be more shootings. That's exactly what she told the audience.
Yep.
She said, I mean, like, basically, this ain't the last time, and I could see this coming from a mile away because there are gays in this world. Because there's a community that is called the LGBTQIA plus community. She ain't even white. Girl, you part of a marginalized community too. They think people that look like you instantly in America are terrorists.
Somebody said it best, the gay Candace Owens. And I meant to say that earlier on in the chat.
Is she gay?
Candace Owens. Is even gay? Child, probably not. It is such a big thing to act like you gay these days. Probably the hell not. I really doubt it.
So what is her thing called? I don't think she's gay. She doesn't like the LGBTQIA community.
Gays for groomers. Child, show them to me. Point them out. Point them out. Point them all out.
You see, it's very confusing. It is super duper confusing. It's super duper confusing because, like, what the hell?
You know I'm looking it up.
Yes, nothing makes sense, and I'll tell you why. How do you sit up here speak against this community? Say that they're a hateful group, a hate group. Is it the drag queens that is a hate group, or is it the who? What are you saying? Because they're all a part of the same community at Club Q. And if you, what is it? It's anti-gay, or what is it? Gays against, gays for? What is it?
So it's called Gays Against Groomers.
So, okay, pause right there. Hold that. Gays against groomers. She's sitting on the show speaking against gays, saying that she saw something coming from a mile away. Where was the grooming happening? And what children was she speaking of? These were grown people at a club on the weekend. What community does she stand for? Bubba, continue.
And apparently she's been on Tucker a few times because they have an Instagram page that I'm going to report the shit out of. And it says they're a coalition of gays against the sexualization, indoctrination, and medicalization of children.
What?
A coalition of gays against the sexualization, indoctrination, and medicalization of children.
That's conservative. The coalition needs to go against conservatives. Do you know what they're doing to children? First of all, children that are old enough to say what their sexual preference is or how they identify. I ain't talking about 2 or 3-year-olds. I'm talking about like teenagers. They're sending them off to get medically examined, and they're checking their own kids with their own hate. Do you know what's happening over there? Those are groomers.
And while her and Candace Owens were on the show. Her and Candace.
That's Candace's girlfriend.
That's Candace's girlfriend, child. And then not only that, PayPal and Venmo.
We're saying that for fake. But go ahead.
PayPal and Venmo. Goddamn, hold on, y'all. Get FaceTime calls and it pops up on every Apple device I have. PayPal and Venmo have banned their ass. And this just must have just happened. Good. Yes, I'm reporting the page as well too.
Spewing out this is ridiculous. But not only that, I want you guys to understand conservatives love to put their baby girls in pageants that, to me, over-sexualize children and put them in these little grown outfits at like 5. That's grooming to me.
And if you don't know what actually grooming is, the actual term, let me see if I can get it here. Okay. Anti-LGBTQ plus extremists have misappropriated a legitimate term related to sexual abuse in order to demonize LGBTQ plus people. RAIN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, the United States' largest anti-sexual violence organization, defines grooming as manipulative behaviors used by sexual abusers to gain access to a potential victim, coerce them to agree to the abuse, and reduce the risk of being caught.
Yep. Exactly. So misinformation, disinformation. I told you they took this word and they applied it to where it doesn't make sense to me. I'm really not understanding.
Yeah.
I just don't get it right now. And I don't get how it correlates to what happened at Club Q. Do you see what I'm talking about, guys? Let's take it back to the beginning of the show. What the right will do is focus on things that has nothing to do with what happened. A whole massacre happened. Focus on that. What happened in that massacre? Right. A shooting. Guns. Somebody who's clearly probably mentally ill. Somebody who had easy access to a gun. Didn't have to get evaluated to get the gun. This is what we should be talking about right now.
All part of gun control.
But they won't talk about it. They're going to talk about children being groomed, which has nothing to do with...
And letting a drag queen read them a story.
That
worried about the wrong thing, bro.
That sends them into a frenzy. Literally, it sends them into a frenzy. But speaking of Tucker Carlson and children, Tucker Carlson actually made a point yesterday. And I hate to, yeah, me too. Everything.
You too. Everything, right.
I apologize. To my listening audience.
Excuse me.
Tucker Carlson actually, I guess people were saying he made a point, and I can't say that I disagreed with it. It actually had to do with children and Balenciaga. Balenciaga's in hot water today. The luxury brand recently dropped a campaign for some of the new objects they'll be selling, and the photos feature children holding teddy bears with harnesses on. Some social media users believe the harnesses are reminiscent of BDSM bondage outfits, including Tucker Carlson. The photos have since been deleted. However, let's take a look at Tucker Carlson and what he had to say about it.
For the clothing brand Balenciaga. This was just uploaded. As you can see, the photo shoot they're using to sell their products features a young girl holding a teddy bear in a bondage outfit. Then, in case you missed the point, the photo shoot also contains this image. It shows several documents. Most of them aren't visible, but what you can see when you zoom in, and of course the point is that you see it, is a reference to a U.S. Supreme Court case called Ashcroft versus Free Speech Coalition. That case struck down a law against... What is this? Well, it is what it appears to be. It's an endorsement of kiddie porn, of child pornography. What else could it be?
Gosh,
we wanted to know. So we reached out today to Balenciaga to get their explanation, and they didn't respond. So we're going to have to take that on face value and ask, where's the moral outrage? We have an entire industry in this country comprised of moral outrage merchants. If you've ever been on...
Okay, so let me give my disclaimer here. Balenciaga is weird for that. Having these documents kind of like hidden in the photo. And this is outside of Tucker Carlson or whatever, but Tucker Carlson brought this up, and I think it's because somebody else pointed it out in the Twitter space, and he chose something to really focus on, to double down on his stories about kids and sexuality. Is very weird. However, the person that originally talked about this, the document that was in the photos, it was kind of weird because it was something that I guess about child sexual abuse, kiddie porn, and then having the kids hold what seems to be some bears in BDSM. And a lot of people, and this is all over, they didn't even care where you know how they say, y'all like the message, it's not who the messenger was. That's kind of like what people were saying in this moment. Balenciaga then deleted their Twitter account, and they also stopped anybody from commenting on their Instagram page, which tells me that there was some truth to this, right? But Balenciaga blamed it, then went to go blame it on the person who did the photo, and they still allowed this to come out. Do you guys have the statements that Balenciaga put out? They put out
No,
two
but
statements on their
I have
Instagram.
one of them. Yeah, I can read them to you real quick. So, in a statement posted on the Instagram stories, the label apologized for causing any offense with the adverts featuring young children holding the bags, which many called disgusting and over-sexualized online, saying, "We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms." 2 hours later, the second apology was, we apologize for displaying unsettling documents in our campaign. We take this matter very seriously and are taking legal action against the parties responsible for creating the set and including unapproved items for our Spring 23 campaign photos.
So weird.
Beyond Balenciaga, it's shame on you because, again, this is like Fox News. You didn't vet your photographer. Granted, you probably had this photographer before, but you didn't vet enough to know, okay, you didn't find out enough what they're going to be doing with your products. You basically just gave them the products and say, here, I need you to shoot these, which is probably how they do anyway. But you gave them the products and told them to shoot this ad campaign. And you didn't do enough to vet any of this to see what they were going to do. You
Bubba,
just
they
let it
looked
happen.
at it. They seen it, Bubba. They looked at it. They seen it. And they said, okay, you cannot tell me that a campaign of something that you're dropping of something new, you weren't brought the concept of what you guys were going to shoot for this brand ahead of time. I highly doubt that.
Only reason I say that is because they are major label brands. I don't think that they have, I know it's probably one of their fashion designers or their coordinators, I forgot the name of it, that have the hand in that, but shame on them.
No, yeah. The ball. And it's not Balenciaga. No, it is Balenciaga itself. But even though there's still a sector of people who there's a higher up in that sector who knew, who checked off, who said, okay, there's a table that they sat at. They looked at the concept. They put it around the table. They said this, they said that. We're going to get kids because it's teddy bears to hold this. Even Tiger, who said he's part of that community of BDSM and said it made him uncomfortable seeing children hold the bear with that. You know, when I kept looking because I guess for me, I don't know. I was just trying to see where the issue was. But then when I heard about the documents, that was the issue for me. Why would the documents of kiddie porn be placed strategically there? Can somebody explain that to me? Was the photographer a weirdo like that? And people, now that's where something like
that's what I think.
They didn't catch anything. Yeah, because the photographer could have just said these are just like books and all that and had that in there, or the person who was prepping it. It's really weird. It's really weird.
That might be true too.
Everybody says that. I see that online too. Conspiracy theory. Josh, our producer, says a conspiracy theory time. What if Kanye set them up? And I doubt that Kanye set them up because I doubt it was Kanye. Kanye don't play about.
Why you doubt it was Kanye? I don't doubt it because think about it. Kanye probably went to that photographer like, look, bro.
Listen,
put the kids in there. And then, of course, a lot of people were saying that I'm hearing that some people were saying that the harness on the bear was a dog harness.
Okay, but who knows that would be a dog harness?
You and I both know that ain't no dog harness, girl. I'm gay as hell. It ain't no dog harness. It was straight up harness.
That's weird.
Now,
That's weird.
I don't see. I'm not gonna say I see anything weird with her holding the bear. Okay, it's a bear. A lot of times kids don't know what the harness means. It's okay, it's a bear. But then with the whole thing with the documents and the porn cases, too far.
Too far.
Too goddamn far. Too goddamn far.
It was way too far.
And I really think that it wasn't supposed to be kids. It shouldn't have been kids. It shouldn't have been kids. I really think that Balenciaga, like, bruh, y'all probably heard one vision and they probably bought something else to the table.
Years ago, what damn brand is this? Was it Marc Jacobs? Years and years ago. There's a child actor. We don't see her anymore. Beautiful child actor, blonde hair, blue eyes. She took a photo years ago. She took a photo with what was the photo that she took? She took a photo with the perfume bottle. And with the perfume bottle, she's holding it sexually. And when I was younger, she was younger than me, and I forgot her name. Young girl, and she took a photo with this perfume bottle. They oversized the perfume bottle, and it was over. To me, I was just like, there was no way that a child should be provocatively like
holding that bottle. Yeah,
it bothered me. It was like in between her legs, and she was like hovered over it. I said, I was young at the time, and I even knew that was problematic. We didn't have social media like that. All we had was the space of mind. And so I don't really know how that conversation was going unless you picked up those propaganda, tabloid magazines back then. So yeah, this stuff is weird. This stuff is weird, and that is weird, and I hate that. Y'all let Tucker Carlson break the story, which he really didn't, because he got this from Twitter Space, where they were having this conversation on there. But everybody collectively came together, because this is one of those things where we're not going to say the messaging. It's one of those things, like I said, we don't like the message is real. We doesn't like the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
However, this is one of Tucker Carlson's weird. To me, he has this weird thing about children and sexuality, and he covers it way too often on his show. To me, not in a way that is appropriate.
Right. Agreed.
Check on y'all guy. Check on Tucker Carlson. Police. Yeah, so that's with that story. We also have Shanquila updates as well. Bubba, I know you were on that. If you want to go ahead and lead that story with the updates about her murder.
Yes. So, new evidence about Shanquila Robinson, the woman who died while vacationing in Mexico, shows that the 25-year-old was alive when first responders reached her, the Daily Beast reports. That information is contrary to what has been reported about the incident. This whole thing is just so confusing, y'all. Robinson died on October 29th in Cabo. She arrived at the vacation destination with a few friends just the day before her death. It was initially reported that Robinson's death certificate stated that she had died within 15 minutes of being injured. However, a recent police report says that a local doctor was with her in a house for almost 3 hours before she passed away. So authorities have seemed to dismiss determining what actually happened to the 25-year-old. I don't know. So let me read a part of this from what the doctor said. The doctor that went there was a medical practitioner that arrived. Here it goes. The police report stated that medical assistance was requested at 2:13 p.m. on October 29th by one of the friends who believed to be there. And the doctor was Dr. Carolina Beatriz Ornelas Gutierrez of the American Medical Center. They told her that she had drunk a lot of alcohol, had stable vital signs, but was dehydrated and unable to talk. Gutierrez told the group of friends that she wanted to transfer Robinson to a hospital, but they insisted that she got treated at the resort. Okay, where the doctor unsuccessfully tried to give her IV fluids. The police report stated that after about an hour, Robinson suffered a seizure at about 4:20 p.m. The patient's friend, Winter Donovan, who is the other girl that was there, and also who a lot of people are saying was the one that caused the injury, okay, allegedly. She called 911 to request the ambulance. While they waited, Robinson began to show difficulty breathing, and when her pulse lowered, they gave her rescue breaths. Gutierrez and one of the friends started CPR at 4:49 p.m., but her heart stopped beating. The police reportedly arrived at 5:25 p.m. So, as previously reported, the report differs from the details that have previously been released, saying that she died within 15 minutes, but in actuality, she was still alive. The friends were still there, and the doctor was there. When I tell you, it's so confusing. It's just like, so what's right and what's not? So it seems like the documents Mexico has are saying one thing, and they're just not lining up with what everything said. Initially, they said she died within 15 minutes of the injury, but now we see she was alive for hours. So everything is still developing. I'm sure more information is going to come out about this. Now the FBI is involved. I know a lot more stories are going to be coming out and everything, but it's all so confusing. Don't know what's going on.
I don't really know because I read so many different accounts, and this is what I was saying yesterday from the article that you dropped and from the article that I dropped. Those didn't even line up as
See what
to
I'm saying?
what. And these are from trusted news outlets. So for me, it's like we know for sure that she died from assault in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Mexico may have dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah.
Mexican officials may have dropped the ball. I thought that when it was reported to Mexican officials, they instantly went in to figure out what was going on, had the or brought her out, was in touch with the mother. And I know the mother said it was tough getting information herself and had to pay up for different things like autopsy and getting the body back.
Yep.
But yeah, there's so much that I will say we really got to learn. So now that we know that the FBI has gotten involved, the investigation, and because I know that they don't have to, because she is an American.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a black and white thing here. She's an American, and the FBI is definitely, because she was on Mexican grounds, and she's an American that died over there. The FBI definitely has to get their hands dirty in this one. They have to figure out what happened here. I really, really would love to get down to the bottom of it. And I wonder, like, here's a theory. Did those kids try to make the people in the hotel or whatever corroborate with their story?
You know what, Rebecca? I that's my thing as well, too, because here's the crazy thing. They called at 2:13 p.m. to request medical assistance. So when the doctor got there, they tried to give her IV fluid. So it's almost 2 hours. They waited before the ambulance was actually called. So, and then y'all didn't want to take her to the hospital. Y'all said y'all wanted to have her treated there in the center. So why did y'all not go ahead and take her to the doctor's office? In the interview that that was done with the father, there's another one that another influencer had did. The father says they called and asked for $5,000 to take her to the hospital. So either way it goes, it's still so much conflicting information. It still seems like the friends were involved, but now it seems like the friends were there. And when that first story was, everybody just left. And then they were saying that the maid was the one that found her. So now we see that it wasn't the maid that found her. The friends were still there and they actually called. So to me, it almost sounds like the friends beat her up. Okay, we know that for a fact because we saw that video. Seems like the friends beat her up. Then they realized that, okay, we went too far. And now you're trying to call and get medical attention because she was still alive, but she wasn't able to talk. It's a lot. It is so much. It's just like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Well, I guess that's one thing that we are just going to have to wait and see as the news story develops. And we will definitely be on top of it. I just want her to get justice.
Yeah,
That's really where I'm at
that's
with
the
it.
main thing.
Yeah, that's really where I'm at with it. I really, really want her to get justice. Before we get out of here, I don't want to leave you guys with such a heavy show. I did pull up. Oh, wait, you know what? Before that, too, y'all, did y'all get the email? We'll make it light and we'll make it cute, and then we'll do some cute videos. Did y'all get the email Did y'all get the email from Biden saying, "Hey, what's up? I know I haven't talked to you in a while, and I know I said I was going to do all these things for you, and I did. But you know what's stopping me? Your family and them. They always in our business and stuff. And now I got to step up, and I got to fight to show them how much I love you. Stay put. My love ain't going nowhere. Stay put, because I'm going to fight for us. The world don't got to really be all up in our stuff, but stay put. I'm going to fight for us. I love you." Did y'all get that email? Because I did. Signed, JB. Listen.
Let me go look at mine.
Go find it. So this is regarding, if you haven't already, this is regarding your student loans and the forgiveness that we're supposed to get. What he did, he's like, I done sent the world pictures of our love, my affirmations of our love, my confessions about our love. And I'm gonna just wait and see if they really understand it. But it ain't for them to understand, but I'm gonna make sure everybody knows that I love you.
Now, I didn't get an email from Biden, but I did get a email saying that my student loan debt relief application has been approved. That came in last night.
That's the one. If you read it,
that's it.
Yeah, that's the one. If you read it,
you received your application or have the income information to process you for loan relief. You do not need to take any further action at this time. Unfortunately, a number of lawsuits have been filed challenging the program, which have blocked our ability to discharge your debt at present. We strongly believe that the lawsuits are meritless, and the Department of Justice has appealed on our behalf. We will keep your application information and will continue our review of your eligibility if and when we prevail in court. We will update you when there are new developments. The Biden-Harris administration is committed to helping borrowers as they recover from the pandemic. Education is a great equalizer, and we will never stop fighting for you. In service, Miguel A. Cardona, U.S. Secretary of Education. Okay.
Yeah, I need that 10%
you better
off.
talk to me.
That's what I'm saying, because Bay is locked up or whatever. So JB is like, he locked up. So he had to send that out through friends. But he was basically saying, like, I love y'all. They trying to hold our love. And I don't like that. And I'm gonna have to tell the world. But I need that 10% off. I need that 10% off. So the Biden administration on Tuesday announced that it will extend, and this is what he did for us in the meantime. They announced that they will extend the payment pause on federal student loans until after June 2023, or when it's able to move forward with its debt forgiveness plan. Federal student loan bills had been scheduled to resume in January. The administration's move comes in response to a federal appeals court ruling last week that imposed a nationwide injunction on the debt relief plan, saying, quote, "We're extending the payment pause because it would be deeply unfair to ask borrowers to pay a debt that they would have had that they wouldn't have to pay. Were it not for the baseless lawsuits brought by Republican officials and special interests." And that's a quote by Education Secretary Miguel Cardona said in a statement. The pause will be extended until 60 days after the Biden administration is allowed to implement its student loan forgiveness plan and litigation is resolved, according to a press release by the U.S. Department of Education. If it can't proceed with its policy and the legal challenges are still unfolding by June 30th, 2023, student loan payments will restart 60 days after that.
So August 30th.
Okay. Yeah. It's the right. Keep pushing it down. It's the eighth time in the education department. It's the eighth time the education department has extended the pandemic era relief policy. The eighth time. Federal student loan payments have been on pause since March of 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic first hit the U.S. and crippled the economy. Resuming the bills for more than 40 million Americans will be a massive task. And the Biden administration had hoped to ease the transition by forgiving a large share of student debt first. Let's hear what Biden had to say to us.
Talk dirty to me, Biden.
I want to give you an update on my student debt relief plan. As Americans continue to recover from the pandemic, My administration has been working to provide student debt relief to millions of working and middle-class families across the country. But Republican special interests and elected officials sued to deny this relief, even for their own constituents. But I'm completely confident my plan is legal. But right now, it's on hold because of these lawsuits. We're not going to back down, though, in our fight to give families breathing room. That's why the Department of Justice is asking the Supreme Court of the United States to rule on the case. But it isn't fair to ask tens of millions of borrowers eligible for relief to resume their student debt payments while the courts consider the lawsuit. For that reason, the Secretary of Education is extending the pause on student loan payments while we seek relief from the courts, but no later than June 30, 2023, which would give the Supreme Court an opportunity to hear the case in its current term. Payments will resume 60 days after the pause ends. I'm never going to apologize for helping working class and middle class families recover from the economic crisis created by the pandemic. And I'll continue working to make government work to deliver for all Americans, for all Americans. This is important.
Yeah, I got that clip. But yes, that's Bay signs out, and I mean, he ain't really my Bay because I don't really, but he said he was gonna give me 10% off, so that means that was like a free meal. You know, when he take you on a date and you ain't got to pay for that meal because you was hungry that day.
Child, it don't even. I don't even scratch the surface of me. Thank you, I appreciate it. I ain't gonna complain, but girl,
10% off. Okay,
and can you just forgive the whole goddamn thing?
I feel like that, but the right was so upset, and he had to be like, "I'm a bipartisan." You know what I'm saying? I rep bipartisan. I'm bipartisan.
Fatal Flaw said, "I don't have any student loans, but I literally just got the email." Oh shit.
Okay, so that makes it different for me.
That makes it so different.
Fatal Flaw. Did you even do the application? See, who sent me that message? Y'all playing in my email. No, but it was actually from them. So now it's like everyone who went to school probably got an email. Whether or not you had loans, you got an email. And what they said was, "Hey, what's up? I know you haven't heard from me in a while, but I want you to know that I never stopped thinking about you." And,
girl, you got the email too?
But I ain't got no loans. Like, girl, no, look, girl, he called you too. No, look, it'd be like, here go, Bubba. You know, JB still trying to circle the block. And here go the girl. Girl, please, he's trying to circle everybody block because he's on mine too. Okay. And it's like, wait, you're not even his type. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but he's circling my block too. So now he loses his value. Now it all loses its value.
Now, it's just like, what's the buddy name from Waiting to Exhale that was standing outside with the vest on?
And she said, "If you throw that out there, yes, you raggedy." Yeah. So.
Oh God.
Y'all, now my armpit sweating. Whew.
You working, girl. You working.
It's hot. It's hot in this turtleneck. But no, we got another clip that we hope to key you. But you can introduce it since this is your character.
Mara said, "I thought I was special to you, Joe."
and you know you're not. Look, Joe don't love the hoes. Joe don't love us. Joe don't love the hoes. Joe don't love us.
You know,
Joe don't love us.
Yeah, I think I got something that's gonna cleanse the palate. I want y'all, Georgia. Just hear the person that y'all have in a freaking runoff election coming up next week. Here it is. It's Herschel Walker for your viewing pleasure.
First of all, this election is more than Herschel Walker. This election is about the people. And I said this.
Yeah, and you said this what? Play it again.
Play it again.
This election is about the people more than Herschel Walker. Well, first of all, this election is more than Herschel Walker. This election is about the people. And I said this is more than
Yes,
Herschel
you
Walker.
did.
This election is about the people. This election
So he
is about
started off
the
saying,
people. And I said this.
why did he say erection?
He said all that said erection, but somebody said he's in between two nuts, so he the erection.
Somebody
This
said,
me.
Roland Martin gave me a dad joke online. Roland, listen, no hate to you, my brother. He gonna holler about with all them abortions you got. I mean, it's likely for you to talk about erections. I said, dad joke. See, and here's the thing: erections then went on to trend on Twitter. And I said, wow, we are kids in this world. We're children in this world. But this to me highlights something bigger. This is who you want, Georgia.
Georgia. Is this your king? Is this who speaks for you, Georgia?
Who you want? Yeah. As your senator?
Oh God! And to me, Josh, put that back on the screen real quick.
First of all,
to me,
this election is more
this looks like the star of a damn porno. Hi, I'm Herschel Walker. This is Ted Cruz, and this is Lindsey Graham, and we about to make a movie for OnlyFans. for OnlyFans.
This is terrible. And you know, they always got a black
direction.
man amongst these videos, per se, that Bubba's talking about that I don't watch. There's like a black man that's always around there for some reason. And you know, this is terrible. I don't like to see it. And I really see, here's my soft side.
Oh, man.
My soft side be doing stuff. I feel bad for the man. I get secondhand embarrassment. I just want him to get off the stage.
And do what his last name say, walk away. walk your ass on off the stage.
Not walk away.
They sent you Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham to groom you, and you still effed up. Talking about this erection is for the people. Girl, we know it is, girl. All them abortions you got.
Oh God. Listen to me. You can reach me by airplane. I don't care how you get there. Just walk away if you can.
There I hear the mountains between us.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Walk on by.
Walk on by. Walk on by. Walk on by.
Walk on by.
This is why you guys are children. You guys are kids. And what we need to really look at is the fact that this man is not qualified, y'all. He
not
don't know nothing.
Qualified.
It's not even about his speech impediment. His speech impediment does not make him stupid. He does not know anything about politics. The man is he's a sports person. He's an athlete. He's what women would say was fine back in the day. Okay. That's what he is. There's nothing else, and that's okay. His expertise is in sports. Why doesn't he sit on ESPN and start talking to them? All of them on ESPN are very smart when it comes to sports, and they all got speech impediments too. Like all of them.
You say speech impediment?
It's true, because I used to have one real heavy before I got these braces, like a list. You know what I'm saying? And it don't make me less smarter in this arena of work, but go sit on ESPN couch. Go to First Take or one of them joints. Like go.
Just go
and talk sports, man.
Just go talk sports. And he probably don't even know that. I think somebody said in the chat enough times since every time we play it, Walker is walking CTE case. He got hit too many times.
I believe that a lot of them are really into. A lot of the people who come out of football have something that says CTE related. Okay, so I want you guys, since we had a good old laugh, we have a few more minutes. I think I can get this in here. I want you to play the astrology, but it's the Kardashians.
Oh, nice. Okay. We like the Kardashians. Like Kim, oh my God. Like, really?
And so did you really just, actually say that you.
We got to teach Josh how to get TikTok videos.
Oh
You just
my
got to press the
God.
download video, Josh. That's it. It downloads right to your system.
It downloads right to your phone. Okay. So if you can't do that one, could you do the middle school? Here's how middle school teachers reenact their middle schoolers. I think this is perfect.
Oh my God, Kanye.
Like, no, seriously. And I had to sit down, but somebody was on the left side of the couch.
Really? No, that's
I
not
had
good.
to sit
Oh my
on the
gosh.
right, and I felt like North. That doesn't set a good example for North.
Yeah, I know, but Chloe, I know that you
Don't even say her name. Don't you even say her name. Remember when they got into a fight, child?
Yeah, like, oh my
says
God.
It on there. Hold on. It says it on there. The middle school, Josh. Sorry, y'all. Remember when they got into a fight and that girl said, the girl, y'all thought Courtney wasn't gonna get it. Courtney came in there and said, yum, yum. And not to say that I don't even care for the Kardashians, but I seen this literally through social media. I don't watch it. But I see it through social media. I really can care less for the Kardashians. I think that we have some great representation in the Black community. However, it cracks me up how these women, you know, the more that you hate online, the more you get money. I ain't even gonna hold you. The more that you don't like people online and you hate them, the more they make. And here we go. Middle schoolers, teachers acting like middle schoolers. Go.
Bro, watch this. Stokes, we need to take that hoodie off. Oh, I'm going. Wow, man. All the way off, please. Oh. What, Miss Hall? I can't crease my shoes.
Miss Mays, he touching me in line. Can I move? He touched me again. Miss Mays, are you listening? He touched me. You're not gonna do nothing?
Today, boys and girls, we are going to be studying.
You are so pretty, girl. Let's get ready for the games in my shoes.
Babe. Hold on. No. We don't do hair in class.
Miss Hollis, you be capping. We can do hair in here. We can do, get ready for the game tonight.
What I'm doing in the hall, I gotta go to the restroom. When I pass, I lost it.
Give me that cell phone, young lady.
Why I gotta give you my phone? This is my phone. You didn't buy this phone.
Because our rule at Parkway is to put the cell phone in the cell phone box.
I don't want to put my phone in the box. She didn't put her phone in the box. You can't have my phone. Call my phone.
I ain't even do nothing. Y'all doing too much.
Bruh, are you serious? No.
Bruh.
I need a Band-Aid. Can I go to the nurse? Can I get a Band-Aid? Please, I'm bleeding. I got a scratch. See the scratch right here? It's bleeding.
Always expectations.
Love it. This is, mind you, guys, this ain't even high school. This is middle school. So they still got like, they're right in between. They're like that childish, and then like the, you know, getting into their young lady, young man era.
Uh-huh.
So they're right in the middle. So they're still like itchy, and they just kind of just, oh, I want this. She touched me. Stop touching me. She touched me. Don't touch me. I don't want that. It's crazy. Love it. And then the grown
part about
one
it is the elementary school kids ain't no better. Because when I tell you, when I DJ for them, Jesus.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And then look, it's the phone for me. You know, that's the 8th grader. Can I have that phone, please? You ain't buy me the phone. Child, I couldn't be no teacher. Amen.
Me neither. I already
Yeah.
saw that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. Y'all cute or whatever, but child, no.
And Shade Dragon, you are so right. I did people's hair. I was just thinking about this the other day. I did people's hair in class as well. You know, I am a kitchen beautician. Most times you guys see me with my hair, then I've done it myself, except for the braids. But like, I remember this one time though, my friend whose sister was a hairdresser, she brought that girl's comb, her sister's comb to school. I had a friend, she was from Iran, her family's from Iran, or something. She had thick, beautiful hair, right? And she used to, she wanted to be with the black girls. You know what I'm saying? She had a little accent and everything. She'd be with us. We done took the comb and started combing through that girl hair with this. Mind you, the comb came from my friend's sister who's a hairdresser, and her hair kept coming out. Child, there was blades in that comb. Blades. That girl's hair was falling out because we kept combing her like, oh, your hair's so nice. It's so beautiful. Fran's hair was just shedding away.
Razor blades?
It goes in the hair because it's supposed to help shape it.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And we thought it was a regular comb, child. Now, if we would have did that to our own hair, we would have been bald as hell. I called my white teacher. I remember when he was young, he used to be a teacher and then he became our principal. And I bothered him. I had my little Rockaware jacket on and I went up to him. I told my friends, hey, watch this. And I was a really good kid, so I don't know why I did this to him. And he was balding. And I hit him and I said, Rogaine. And I continued to walk. Now that I think about that, why would I do that? I was trying to impress my friends. Yeah. I was trying to impress my friends to show them and the thing is, I had a great relationship with him. Like, he was one of my, our friend teachers, like, great guy.
Yeah.
Who became the principal. And I just went, Rogaine. And that hurt him.
You so terrible. Did you apologize to him?
He turned around. He picked me up because I was only about 2 pounds. Picked me up in my Rockaware jacket, dragged me into the office. He said, you have not had one infraction in the school. You have not been mean. You have not been rude, but you wanted to show off in front of your friends. So I showed off in front of your friends. So now you'll sit here and I'm going to call your dad and we're going to suspend you. Oh, he did the most. I've never been suspended and I fought a lot. I got away with it. But that, oh honey. And I felt, now that I think about that, if I could find him, I really would love to apologize because that wasn't right.
He's so terrible.
Yeah.
You see what time it is.
That was crazy. But yeah.
Oh,
what's
real
your
quick.
Middle school joke before you go? I want to know a middle school story from you before we get out of here as well.
So they used to mess with me in middle school. Like, it's funny. Middle school used to pick on me all the time, right? So started middle school here in Georgia, and it was like culture shock to me. So I started making friends or whatever. But I remember it was one time in the hallway, and somebody was messing with a friend of mine or something, and it kept bugging me as well too. And I played tuba while I was in middle school, so I had my tuba mouthpiece, and I hit the brick wall, cracked the piece out the wall. And they sent me to the principal's office. And after that, ain't nobody fuck with me no more. Excuse me. But not only that, there was another time we're sitting in the gym and somebody was picking on me. And I used to hate, I ain't gonna say hate getting picked on, but I was always picked on. And now look at me, I'm fine. It's, But anyway, sitting in the gym one time and they messing with me. I'm just minding my business on the bleachers. They kept picking at me, just picking at me. And I'm like, man, leave me the F alone. So I took my hand, because I had big hands in high school, and slammed it down on the damn bleacher and splintered the bleacher in half with bleachers. So then that was another thing. I was like, oh yeah, that ninja crazy. Don't mess with him. Oh yeah, I am. Then I got to high school, it was cool. College, I ran that thing. If you don't know Bubba, you don't know nobody.
And I think that's a lot of people's story. Yeah, when you got to college, baby, that's when I was like, excuse me?
Right, exactly. And then come back home, they be like, damn.
Yeah. Every time you come back home, baby, I'm like, I don't even dress like you guys. Like, are you still doing that? Like, I don't. I go to FAMU and you go where?
Spell G5.
You're right. Y'all can't even spell FAMU.
Like, I go.
What?
Period.
Where y'all leave out is crispy. Mine is laid. We're not the same.
We are not the same. We're not the same. You're over here looking busted and disgusted. I'm over here looking like a whole ass snack. They'll F the snack a whole meal. 2-course, baby. 4-course, 3-course, 5-course.
Okay. I walk the highest of 7 hills, and you are still trying to walk in heels. We are not the same. We are not the same. Shout out to FAMU. Shout out to BCC. BCU.
Yes, child. Shout out to FAMU for whooping our ass on Saturday, child. And shout out to the band, did our thing. I mean, both schools were slow as hell. I didn't like either show, but
I will say that
FAM has the better
they've
show.
done better. I can say that we have both done better.
Schools, yes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, definitely. Even though BCU wanted to come out but it's all good.
That's every year. We always turn our backs to y'all. Y'all did, but y'all did something. Y'all was pointing at us. I saw a little cluster down there running up on the side of the band. That's why he turned them around. See,
it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Family always trying to get into the face. It's Thanksgiving. But we're at the end of the show, you guys. I hope that we were able to make you key to the key. If you're watching right now, we ask that you please, because we are funding this show out of pocket, and everything is starting to get a little bit tough for us, to be honest. If we can be frank, guys, we need your help so that we can continue to keep these programs going, and we need to be paying our producers as well. If you have it on your heart this Thanksgiving to give, because we are not going to be on the show for the rest of the week because we're getting off for Thanksgiving. Please head over to our patreon.com. Patreon, yeah, we got to plug that too. Patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. If you would like to become subscribed to our channel, our page, you can do that too for free. But Patreon.com/like it or not to be a paid patron, and watch our show as well to continue to give. Please, we would love if you would give directly so that we can get to the money and get these programs paid for. That is Becca's Voice at Cash App and DJX3C. Becca's Voice, Cash App, DJX3C. All right. So please, 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 guys, don't want to, baby, please. We don't want to get on my knees and beg you, please. We don't want to do that, but we're at that place right now. So we want to keep giving you guys great shows, great moments, laugh with you guys, cry with you guys, love on you guys. So we're at the end of our show. Please make sure there is a Patreon party this Friday. That's going to be after for Thanksgiving. Bubba is calling it the Black. Hopefully, if we can pay for the program. Bubba is calling it the Black Friday party. So if you guys are, that'll be you guys chilling off that food that you ate for Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I won't be home for Thanksgiving, but hopefully I'll be home for Christmas. Okay. I love y'all so much. Giving you guys all the love. Bubba, me and you need to meet up because I need my ornament. Love
Alicia. Love you, Alicia. Oh, and also y'all as well too. My A1C down from 9.1 to a 7.1 within 3 months. The doctor called my ass and say, "Man, I just want to congratulate you because out of all my patients, I've never seen anybody drop their A1C that low." So, hey, man, superhuman over here, man. I'm freaking Superman, bro.
I love that, and yes, you are.
Okay, love y'all, man. Y'all. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in. Also, affirmation for today. I like to remember the things I am grateful for every day. I like to remember the things I am grateful for every day. Y'all gonna be great. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Have fun. Stay safe and stay prayed up. See y'all on Tuesday or hopefully Friday. Deuces.
Sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, sweet, smooth, like cocoa bread, cocoa bread. You're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa bread, like cocoa bread. Oh, you're nice, like cocoa, you're nice, like cocoa.